So is this a cold case? Is this not a cold case? Is this an active and ongoing investigation? Or is this just a missing person case? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the case of Sebastian Rogers. This is not necessarily breaking news, but this is something that I would like to talk about. We've been talking a lot about what law enforcement has provided us. Is there any information that we can garner from law enforcement? So I decided to dig in and find out if there's anything that we were missing. And here's what I found. So here is the TBI website, and this is specifically for Sebastian Rogers. As you can see, the last time we have received any type of update from TBI was on April 25th, and it says April 26th marks 2 months since Sebastian Rogers was reported missing from Sumner County home. Since that time, TBI special agents from multiple units have been assisting the Sumner County Sheriff's Office in an effort to locate Sebastian. These efforts have included multiple large-scale searches on the ground, in water, and from the air. The searches have included multiple local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, including the FBI and Secret Service. Residents in the area have also conducted searches on their own properties in the hopes of finding Sebastian or learning what may have happened to him. To date, there have been no confirmed sightings of Sebastian since the issuance of the Amber Alert. TBI special agents continue to review the information gathered since the investigation began, follow up on all leads or tips that come in, and work with counterparts from other law enforcement agencies to review strategies and consider options. The Amber Alert for Sebastian Rogers remains active. We continue to encourage anyone with information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. So since that April 25th publication from TBI, we haven't heard from TBI since. And as you see right here, Sumner County hasn't even posted anything about Sebastian Rogers since April 4th. Also, as you see here, this right here is everything all the way up to the Q&A. And so I really wanted to go over this with you guys because, to be honest with you, we haven't gotten any information from law enforcement whether we truly have an investigation or not. Has this ran cold? Are they just feeding Seth Rogers a whole lot of malarkey as they're putting the file away? Let's check and see. So has there been any updates since April 25th when we just got that update that I just read? You would think that they would update the Q&A at the bottom, because many of us had questions about forensics, about whom they have questioned. We had a lot of questions up front that we haven't gotten a lot of answers to. So let's just talk about the questions we have. These don't appear to have changed any since the last time we've read them. What areas have been searched? Within the first several days of the search, more than 2,000 miles were searched on foot. Many of these areas were initially searched and searched again. Law enforcement officers have searched the neighborhoods, surrounding neighborhoods, schools, and many other areas around the county by foot. Bloodhounds and handlers also searched the same areas. There have been aerial searches with helicopters, drones, and a fixed-wing plane. These aerial searches have been conducted on multiple days and multiple nights using thermal imaging technology. Sebastian's residence and yard, the house, the vehicle have all been searched multiple times. The neighborhoods where Sebastian lived has been canvassed. Neighbors' houses have been searched. Sebastian is autistic, and his family says he's drawn to water. Pools in the neighborhood were searched. Dive teams were brought in, and bodies of water around the neighborhood and beyond that area were searched, including caves. What about the technology aspect? According to TBI, many neighbors and businesses have provided videos from home and business surveillance system. We are grateful for the cooperation. The videos have been collected and from the beginning of the investigation has been analyzed and enhanced where possible by tech experts with TBI, FBI, and Secret Service. To date, nothing gathered from these videos have been determined to be significant. We do caution some surveillance videos being shared in the public that may have been misrepresented or misidentified. And this is related to the Nick Barris release. We have determined that there is something that feels like it's going to be of evidentiary value with that video. But again, TBI is cautioning people about that. It's been determined it does not hold any evidentiary significance to the investigation. Numerous search warrants have been executed, cell phone data has been analyzed, and any other available digital evidence has been collected, searched, and documented. Information was collected from Sebastian's gaming system and has been analyzed. With help from the FBI, vehicles were placed in the area at or around the time of Sebastian's disappearance and have been accounted for. These videos and all the electronic evidence has already been reviewed and is often also being reinvestigated. Last question. What's going on now in the investigation? What's next? And please remember, these questions have not been updated since the last time we have gone over them. The search for Sebastian has not stopped. Every day, tips and leads are investigated. People are being interviewed and re-interviewed. Evidence that has been reviewed once already is being gone over again. We continue to ask residents in the area of the search to keep an eye out on their properties to see if anything may have been moved or displaced. Is this the place where a child could have hidden? If you have property that has ledges or holes and a teenager might find interesting and you can't search it yourself, please contact the tip line and we can have someone check it out for you. If you know Sebastian and have information about him, what he likes, how he acts, what you think could be relevant, let us know. We know how many people are very invested in getting Sebastian home. We will update this information as there may be any developments. Please use the tip line at 1-800-TBI-FIND to provide any relevant information you may have, or you may send it to tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov. As you see, TBI has not been updated in a significant amount of time. We haven't heard anything since April 25th, 2024. And we haven't heard anything in well over a month from Chief Deputy Eric Haddock related to this case or the investigation of this case. Is there one? The last time we heard anything from Chief Deputy Eric Haddock, it was saying that there's no new leads and no new information to investigate related to this case. This has caused much concern among many here in the true crime community. When I wanted to see if there is any new developments or any new information derived from official sources such as law enforcement or TBI, I started off by going to Sumner County. And when I started out with the Twitter feed, I realized they haven't updated their Twitter account since 2023. So I decided to go over to Facebook, where Facebook has garnered a lot of information that we've been getting from Sumner County, at least early on in the investigation. And there has not been any significant updates on Sebastian Rogers since early April. This is problematic for me because we're concerned whether this is really an investigation or a missing person. The last time we heard from Eric Craddock, he was saying that this was not a criminal investigation, that there's no evidence of foul play, leaving many to believe that this is simply a missing boy. And if that's the case, then typically our experience is when they can't find a missing boy, after the leads are exhausted, and that case is filed in a filing cabinet. So is that where we're at in this case? I don't believe that is where we are at, but honestly, how do any of us know? We haven't heard from law enforcement in a significant amount of time.